Okay, so I guess let's just do a little intro. My name's Dylan Wichmann. I am currently 29 years old, and I live in Cape Town, South Africa. That's the whole point of me doing all of this and creating YouTube videos is because, first of all, I've started to really enjoy the process of it. Second of all, I think it's going to be a very valuable skill for me to have going forward. And some people might have it come easy to them to sit in front of the camera, but for me, it actually is one of my biggest fears. And the point of putting myself in these uncomfortable situations is to be able to improve and get over it through exposure therapy. Let's just say I've kind of been a little bit of a bitch my whole life. Everything's been about kind of not taking the easy route, but just avoiding the suffering, let's say. So now I'm trying to take it head on, put myself in the situations that I normally would not put myself in because I'd want to protect myself and my anxiety levels. And it's also just become the realities of living with ADHD and having a super hyperactive mind that I've constantly got to try be on top of at all times of the day. Or I can just, sometimes you'll just completely blank out for hours and you're like, how the fuck did I go from sitting at home having one specific task and now being halfway across Cape Town doing something completely does not correspond with what you started with. And I like to talk about just things as they come to my mind. I've realized that, again, maybe I always say these certain words, what I did was I used again instead of using because when I was a lot younger, I used to really struggle with saying every second word to fill up those awkward pauses, where now I'll try to rather actually pause, let the next sentence generate itself in my head, and then only continue. But for example, when I was doing my first Instagram videos, which I knew were going to be fucking terrible, a lot of comments were about just the way that I spoke. And it was quite disheartening. But it was also a good sign that people are seeing my content. So that's why, essentially what I just want to be able to do is plop the camera down, be able to talk for a couple hours on what's on my mind, post it. If anything, I thought that one of my biggest things is, I actually realized yesterday, I've become a bit of a content hoarder, where when I file it onto my computer, I have no sort of set structure, so I end up keeping way more footage than usual. But then I was going through a lot of stuff just from my phone photo roll from years ago, and it was just making me reminisce and then relive those experiences. And then I realized that that's why I do keep all of the content, because it's all very valuable, essentially. And I think that's the other thing that I want to be able to do with my videos, is be able to just sit here and talk and go through the chaos of my mind of having a thought come up and going on that, going in that direction, whatever direction that thought takes you to. And then again, kind of like originally I sat down here to talk about who I am. And now I'm talking about things seemingly completely unrelated. But yeah, I'm just excited to get it all started. It's a huge commitment trying to post multiple times a day. And yeah, just that's the whole thing now, is committing to creating content every possible opportunity, making sure that once you film the content, process it straight away so you can get it up online, because as soon as you let anything sit, you know it's not going to get done. So that's my intro. I needed to have a little video on my YouTube of who I am and what I do, even though I did not mention at all what I do in there. But I'll make a couple videos. Again, whenever I just think of things, I'll just pop the camera here, put on my lights, and I've got a little studio set up to record anything I'd like. So that's that video. There's gonna be a lot fucking more to come, and I'm just having fun with it. That's the way that I'm approaching this. No scripts, no like, follow, and subscribe. Maybe eventually I'll have to do that. But I don't want to have any big commitments or big outcomes that I want to have my YouTube videos getting this amount of views. That's not my intention at all. If it gets there, it gets there. If it's not, it was just a good fucking learning experience. So, cheers for now, and I'll definitely be back very shortly.